the data between the components. Okay, suppose I have data in the my TS file. I want to display in the HTML. How can I display it, ma? Using the interpolation, I can display it. But now, what is the requirement is I have data in me. Uh, but I want to give the data to you. There is another tag. Okay, there is another tag, child tag. I want to give my data to the child tag. Okay, and even I want to get data from the child tag also. That is what we are going to learn it. Okay, so here if you see as part of our project, okay, let us go to here. Okay, as part of the project, if you go to HTML, right, what is the tag we are using it, ma? Add company, correct, right? Add company tag, where in which component we are using it, ma? Which component we are using it? Inside the company, right? Inside the company. Okay, let me write the table. Okay, so let me reload it. Okay, suppose here what we are trying to do, ma? We are trying to open a this one. Okay, we are trying to open a form. That is okay, but the tag where we have written this form, ma? Where we are written inside the add company, right? Okay, add company. So we are writing one form in other place, but we want to use the tag in the other tag here. Okay, let me reload it here. Okay, so now I have a form here. So now okay, so now you need to understand why we are going for a at input. So I am having a data in a one page, but I want to write form in a another page. So there are two pages, right? But I'm going to write a same data only. I'm going to write a same data only. That is the reason we are going to do this one. Okay, so see here what will happen is first case. Okay, so let us go here. And what is the today we want is whenever we are clicking add company, this dialog will pop up. Okay, so here I will write all my data and click on save. Whenever I'm clicking save, that should whatever the data I have entered with the data here, we should save the data here. Okay, and suppose here I want to modify it. Whenever I'm clicking edit, again this dialog should open, and this time it should edit all the details. By default all details should come here. That is a requirement today. Okay, we'll play with that one. Okay, so let us remove this 6 and 5, all those things. Okay, let us remove this one. Okay, so everybody understood, right? By default it is there. Whenever I'm clicking, I will open the here I will enter my data and click on save. So once this dialog should close, and automatically, and what else should happen, the data should enter here. Okay, now we want to share data between two components or not, because I am entering in one place. I want to save the data in a another place. Two places I want it, right? Okay, so that is okay. So first, if I want to pass data from the parent to child, who is the parent here? Company is the parent. Who is the child here? Add company details is a child component. Correct, right? Okay. So now, so whenever I want to pass data from the parent to child, first go to child component, and what is the thing? Another thing, what I need to do? Write a one variable, ma. Write a one variable. At what variable I need to write it, ma? At input variable. What variable, ma? At input variable. Okay, okay, here you can write any name. Okay, so here I can write a any name. So what is the annotation, ma? At input. Okay, at input. Sir, sometimes people will getting doubt, sir, what variable name I should keep it? Okay, what variable name, what type I should keep it? Okay, very simple, ma. Suppose you want to print only name. What you want to print? Only name. So just write like a name. What is the name type, ma? Number or a string? String. So write like a string. That's all. Okay, suppose I want to print my company object. And now tell me what I need to take. At input. Okay, so at input, and what is the one I want to write it? Company name, company details, right? I will say company. Okay, and what type you tell me, ma? Object type, right? What object? That is a company model. Okay, that model is nothing but a company model. That first day we have written this model, right? So what is the model? Export class, class name, and we have written, right? Okay, so whenever you are writing any model, please do not write it with the capital. All property name should be in the small letter. Okay, all property name should be in the small letter. We should not write it with the capital. Only class name should be in the capital. All our property names should start with a small. Okay, it should starts with a small, something like this. Okay, phone number. Okay, and this something like logo. This is the correct way. Okay, so we can write it in the capital also. That is not a recommended way. This is the standard, we should follow it. Okay, so if I'm going to write it, so there is an error, because in the HTML pages I'm going to use this one, right? So that is what company's component, there is a problem here. Okay, So let me go here. So let me remove this one. Okay, file, save all. Okay, and if you go to company component, I'm going to remove everything. Okay, this is fine. And here in all the places, what I need to do now? C is a small company. Okay, W and P already small and L also small. Okay, something like this I need to write in the all the places. Company name. So instead of writing 10 times, the control F, do like this. Okay, replace all. Okay, and website, control F and do it. Okay, and phone number already in the correct state only. Control F, right logo. Okay, all the places it is changed. And now this will not work out because in the HTML also I need to go on to change it. Okay, okay, let us change it. Website and logo. Okay, so why I'm changing ma? Because to follow the correct standard only. Okay, so it is saying company name does not exist on the add company component. Okay, so let us find, that's fine. So there is an error in the C. It is telling them where, which file, or in which file it is error ma? Add component. I should not be staying in the components. I should need to go to here and there is a value I need to remove it. Okay, so let me remove this one. Okay, so with this setup, almost I have done with this one. Okay, suppose I am clicking this one. So whenever I'm clicking, I'm showing this dialog, right? Okay, I'm showing this dialog. So instead of showing this dialog, so I can write, you know, the sidebar, right? How to prepare sidebar ma? Do you know how to prepare sidebar? Let us do it with sidebar ma. I want to do a sidebar in the where, in which component I want to do it ma? I want to do in the here. Okay, let us write a sidebar ma. Class is equal to, I will say sidebar. Where I need to write the sidebar ma? Go here and write the components and tell me ma, dot sidebar. Okay, I want to show that sidebar right side. Tell me how, what is the position type, what type I should take it. Position type is equal to fixed or absolute. Everyone forgot, huh? Okay, fixed. Okay, how much right I want it? Right, I want 0 pixel. Okay, on top how much I want it? I will say 0 pixel. That's fine. Okay, how much width I want it? I will say width is equal to 50 percentage. Okay, let us see it here. Okay, file save all. Okay, file save all. Okay, I will click here. So now it is showing here, right? Why this is right? It should not. It should go to the right side. Okay. Position is equal to fixed, right is equal to 0, top is equal to 0, width is equal to 50 percentage. Okay, so let us do it. Okay, let me go to company. So this is style. I think he's adding something between the center ma. I'll say width is equal to 50 percentage. Okay, background color is equal to blue color. Okay, so see, so now it is displaying. Okay, so now I want to height is equal to 100 percentage. Tell me how to do this ma. Height is equal to 100 percentage. Okay, let us try to do it. Now I got it right. Okay, so now actually if you see, my style is working fine. Okay, my style, whatever the page I'm having it, I'm having it, but internally I'm importing the another component, right? Okay, let me remove this color so that you will see. Okay, so now I am having this one, right? Okay, let me write it. Background color is equal to white. Now because there is a another component, he is using the this one. Okay, so if you go to add component here, and he is written a style is equal, width is equal to something, height. Okay, w is equal to 50. Okay, he's writing w is equal to 50. Don't is this one. Okay, now it is, now you are okay, right? So whenever I am opening it, automatically it is displaying something like this. Go to my CSS and I will say padding is equal to 5 pixel. Okay, let me click here and I want the border. I want the border, border some 1 pixel, solid black car or something, diamond color, whatever it is. Let us reload. So see, okay. Now I have it. So whenever see, whenever I'm having it, let me click on company. Okay. So by default it is not there. If I'm clicking company, a sidebar will come. We can add a some just animation. Automatically it will come from the scroll bar. But what I want to do here, I want to add a one close button. Okay, I want to add a close button here or here. Okay, so whenever I'm click on close, automatically this will go away. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, so for now what I will do, I will write like this. Okay, I'll go here and here I will say, do you know how to add a button, ma? I want to write one button, uh, button, I'll say close button, something like this. Okay, let us see. So close is here, right? I want to add it in the right side for now. Okay, for sample sake. Okay, so let us write the class is equal to btn btn hyphen I'll say secondary, because this is not main button, this is only for helper button, right? So I like this, but I want to be in the right side. How to do it, ma? Float hyphen end, float hyphen end button. Okay, so let us see here. Now I got it. Okay, so now whenever I'm click on close, this should go away. So with that, at least I will have a good nice looking UI. Okay, and later I can add a, I can move this form to this bottom also, that is okay. So tell me how to do this, ma? Now I want to do it in the now, right now I want to click on event, right? Tell me how to do this, ma? Click event, click event. Okay, click event, let us write the click event. I want to hide this div, right? If I want to hide the div, simple, ma, I need to make only this to the false, automatically that will do it. Okay, so I'll say the form is equal to false. If you are making true, automatically it will visible. If you are making false, automatically it will come. Okay, I'll come here and I'll close it. Okay, whenever I want to do it, I can do it. Correct, right? Simple. So I'll click on form, so form will come, and if I don't want it, I can click on close. So that is easy. Okay, okay. Now, okay, I'll click on here, add company. Now I'll enter the details. Okay, test whatever the details I'm going to enter, I will enter here. Okay, but the thing is, suppose here I want to cancel button. What I want to cancel button. If I want to click on cancel, automatically this should close away. Okay, because here I'm adding a close, right? For only simple second, for demo second I have added, but here I add a cancel button. So let us add a cancel button. If I want to add a cancel button, which component I should add it? To the add component. Okay, already added one button, right? So let us write another button here. Okay, he's using a anchor tag. Okay, so this is all wrong approach. Okay, now what is the tag I should use? Button. Okay, that is okay, and I'll remove the href. That is okay, and I should use a button only, right? Okay, and I'll write a I want another button. Okay, I'll say type is equal to button, and what is the name I want to keep it, ma? Cancel. Okay, and I want to write a secondary button only. Okay, class is equal to btn hyphen secondary. Okay, let us see what will happen. Click on company, I have cancelled. Okay, so, but I want to commit in the right side, ma. Okay, why this is not coming in the right side? He is using anything. See, w hyphen 100. I don't want to use 100 was, let us use it. So something like that. Okay, so save and cancel is there. Suppose give some space. Okay, he is giving p2 around it for only long away button. So let me give it. Okay, so text center, why you want to give it? Simply say button btn hyphen primary, and the margin I want to end to me2. I want some space. Okay, so I have a save and a cancel button. So far this is okay for me. So now whenever I'm click on cancel, what should happen now? It should close the dialog. Now tell me how to do this, ma. Click on close, it should close it. Okay, tell me how to do it. Go there. I need to write event handling or not? Tell me. Click is equal to, now tell me what I need to do. Is equal to what I need to write. But if you think display form, this display form is available in the parent. How that will come to in the child, ma? You understood, right? The problem. The display form is available where? In the parent. How it will come here? It will not come here. Okay. So that is the reason. Whenever now I want what I want to say. Whenever I am clicking cancel, I want to pass my data to the parent. Hey parent, my dialog is getting closed. You close the dialog, something like this I want to make it. Okay, so now tell me from where to where I want to pass the data, from child to parent, child to parent. Okay, so whenever we want to pass data from the child to parent, we have to go for a uh, concept called at output ma. Okay, we have to go for a concept called at output. What is the annotation ma? At output. Whenever I want to pass data from the parent to child, what out my input, whenever I pass data from child to parent, what is the annotation ma? At output. Okay, now tell me where I need to add at output ma? In the child component. Okay, child component. For now I am going to remove this one. Okay, what is the annotation I should take it ma? At output. Okay, so first you need to think the scenario. If it is only required, only we need to write at output. Now I have the scenario, right? What is the scenario? I want to pass the data from the child to parent. Okay, so okay, at output. Okay, okay, I have written. Okay, I will say event emitter. What is this one ma? Event emitter. Okay, this is a variable. Okay, and I need to write the type, right? Okay, so there is a type called event emitter ma. Okay, what is the type ma? Event emitter. Okay, so I'm going to write like this. Okay, so like this we are writing, right? For now we need to create a new object for this one. Okay, is equal to new event emitter, something like this we need to create it. Okay, so we need to create an object for the event emitter. This is the first step, but it is showing an error, right? Why it is saying an error ma?
Hello,
Why it is saying, yes ma?
sir. Emitter means.
This is one class ma, to pass data from the child to parent. Okay, this is class is available in the Angular package. Okay, so if you
Okay.
want to pass data from the child to parent, we are going for this event emitter, but it is showing an error, right? Okay, so this event emitter is a parameterized class. What is this one ma? Parameterized means after the class name I need to write like this ma. Okay, I need to write a angle bracket. Okay, here I need to say what is the type of data I want to pass to parent. What is the type I want to pass it? Suppose here I want to say boolean, true or false, something like this. Okay, so let us say boolean ma, something like this. Okay, uh, now okay, this meaning is that this emitter will pass only boolean data to the parent. Suppose I want to pass my username to the parent. Now what type I should take it ma? String type. Okay, suppose I want to pass data to the component model. Okay, a company model, then what type I can take it ma? Company model. Okay, something like this. Okay, for now our case, what is the type I want it ma? True or false. Okay, boolean. Now first step is done, right? Okay, and go to your HTML file. Whenever you are doing like this, so handle one event ma, handle close, handle close event. Okay, close. Okay, so let me write this event. So here I'm not going to write a dollar event because I don't want any target dot value. This is simple button only, right? I don't want any input value or something. That is the reason I'm not going to write any dollar event. Okay, go here and write a method. Okay, so now I have written a method. Now whenever this method is executed, now what I need to tell ma? Hey parent, my button is closed. I need to tell that, right? So that is the reason. What is my variable name here ma? Event emitter. Okay, go to this method and say this is dot event emitter dot emit method. What is the method ma? Emit method. Okay, so emit method here. What is the value? See, what is the value? It is asking a boolean value, because what is your type here? Boolean. Okay, so interview they will ask what is a parameterized type. Parameterized type means this is available only in TypeScript ma, not in the JavaScript. Okay, so it will allow only such values. If I am writing boolean, it will allow only boolean value, it will not allow any other values. Okay, so now tell me what I need to do. If you want to close, now what I need to say? True. If I am not closing, I want to say false. Now I am closing, right? So that is the reason I will say true. Okay, now I'll save all, file, save all. Now I am passing the data, right? So now okay, I will click on open here and I will click on cancel. Now what would happen? Should close or not close? See what is happening? Okay, tell me one thing ma. You are giving one data. Okay, you are transferring one data to from there. Okay, think like opposite guy. Whenever you are sending a courier, there is no one is to take care. What will happen? That will be simply it will not reach there, right? Like this also. Now what happened is child component is sending the data, but parent is not at all caring about it. Parent here, parent what it should do? It should listen the data and take the input, right? Now we need to go to the parent component. Okay, go to your parent component. What is the event it is raising ma? What is the event it is raising? Event emitter, right? Okay, how will you catch the events in the angular brackets, right? So you need to say event emitter. Now see, this is our own event emitter. Event emitter means this is our own event, like we'll write on click on like this, right? So this is equal to that, like that. Okay, yeah, we are writing click event, right? Instead of writing click event, what we are writing here? Event emitter. That means whatever child is passing, we'll use the same name here. Okay, so and what is the value it is passing? It is passing some value, right? So whenever click event, will write one method, right? I will say handle, handle. You can write any name, okay? Handle form, something like this. I'll write it. Okay, handle form. Okay, here I will write a dollar, dollar event. Okay, I will say dollar event, because now I want to take the input value, what, whether what is child is passing or not, whether child is passing true or child is passing false, something like this I want to have it. So that is the reason I'm saying a handle event. Okay, so let us copy this value and go to my ts file. Okay, go to the bottom, okay, go to the bottom and write this method. Okay, okay, so here you'll say, instead of writing a dollar, and I'll say event. Okay, now if you see the event, first we'll print in the console. Okay, so console dot log of event value. Okay, so and we know that that event value is true or false only, right? So that is the reason I will say this dot, what is my variable form? Display form is equal to event. Okay, I will say display form is equal to event. File save all. Okay, so let us see it here. Okay, once it is reloaded, I'll click on company and I'll click on cancel. Okay, so if I'm still it is not working, means go and check the inspect. Okay, so go and check the inspect. So what it is saying, here there is a problem with the unmatched routes. Something problem, route problem, cannot match with any routes. Some space is there. Okay, so okay, this is okay, the route problem, that is okay. Let us see here. I'm click on cancel. Now what is happening here? It is making true, right? Okay, but as part of the true, in display from true means what? Displaying it. False means closing it, right? So that means that now what I need to do here, go to child component and pass the false. Okay, pass the false. Let us reload now. Okay, I'll click here and add company. Okay, so I think he's adding for click event, he's using any, let us see here. Is using, see, why you are using this anchor tag, man? Okay, that is the reason he's using anchor tag inside the button. Okay, and now I'll click on the button here. See, my form came, right? This is okay, and I want to click on cancel. Okay, now we are able to integrate child component, parent component, right? How we are integrating, using what annotation we are using? So I will go and write the steps, okay, I'll go and write the steps. First step, what is the first step I want to write it, so first I want to write a output. Okay, at output, right? So first step, I want to write the at output. Okay, that is okay. Second step, what I want to write it, and I want to handle the event. Okay, so okay, if you want to go to the code. Okay, let us go to the code and explain it. Okay, so first step, I'll go to my add component and I will write a event emitter. Okay, this is one. So this event emitter you have to import it from the angular core. Okay, this. So second step, what I will do, I'll go to my button and I will write a event. So click is equal to handle close. You can write any name here. Okay, so and now what is the third step? I will go and write it. I'm going to write a one empty method. After that, what I'm going to do, I need to emit, pass the data to the parent, right? So that is the reason I will say event emitter data emit. So what is the value I want to pass it? False, because I want to close it. Suppose I want to open it, then I can write a true something. So now this is done. Now in the parent component, what I need to do here? Go to your parent component. You need to listen for that event. What is the event child is raising? Event emitter. Okay, now I am, and I need to catch that data, right? That is the reason you can write any method name here, any method name, and you need to say dollar. Why the dollar event is required? Because whatever the data child is passing, I want to store it, right? Now we are getting. Okay, now with this one we are able to store this data. We are doing it, right? Okay, with this one we are done with the child to parent also. Okay, but here what is the event name? It is actually event emitter is right. This looks not good, correct, right? Because what is event names will be having usually on click, on mouse, something like this, right? So we will also go and write like this. Okay, so go here and instead of event emitter, and what I will say, on cancel, something like this. Okay, on cancel, uh, on cancel. Okay, And what I need to do here, ma, on cancel data emit method. Okay. And what I need to go to in the parent HTML, ma, and go and write a on cancel. Now you see, whenever we are seeing on cancel, now it's like a method, right? And so please, whatever the method name here, whatever the name, exact name, I should write it. In the Angular, will remove the on, right? So I'll write cancel only. Don't do like this. Okay. Whatever my variable name here, write the same thing. Here on cancel means they're also on cancel. Here on update data means they're also on updated, something like this. Okay. Okay. So this is okay. But instead of doing like this, what I will do internally, I will use event emitter only. Event emitter only. But whenever I am passing to the parent, I want with a different name. Do you know alias names, ma? Suppose in home we'll call the guys with some short names, right? Okay, Nani, something like, right? Their original name is something, and they will call it a different name. Okay, same thing we can do with our events also. So their original name is what name? Event emitter. But I want to go with the short name. Okay, alias name. So that case there is a even output is there, right? Go and write a alias name here. Okay, on cancel. Okay, on cancel. Now this on cancel is a alias name. On cancel is a alias name. This alias name I should use only in the parent, not in the child. Here, whatever the name I have to, that name only is it. Only from the parent, I want to use this name. Okay. Now, file save all. Okay. File save all. Let us reload the project, ma. Okay. So it is reloading it. Add company. Click on call. So everything is working, right? So like this we are. Now we are passing data from the child to parent. We are passing one variable. That is okay. If you are able to pass one variable, you can pass any data, right? Suppose I want to pass one number. Can I pass it or not? If I able to pass one number, I can pass object also, right? Now, whenever we are going to click on save, this time what I want to do, I want to pass a object. I want to pass a object. Okay, correct, right? So let us go to the child component. Okay, let us write one event emitter, ma. Let us write one event emitter. So now I will say, this is the update data, right? Okay, I will say company data emitter. Okay, company data emitter. I will say on company. I will say on company name. Any name we can keep it, right? Okay, this is one. What is the data I should pass it? My boolean or company model? I should write a company model because I want to pass the company data, right? This is okay. Okay. For now, what I will do, I'll go to my HTML and write a event one. Okay. So don't write it here. So this is a okay. I'll say type is equal to submit. Okay, how to submit the data, ma? What is the method I should take it here? What is the method? Submit method, right? Okay, submit method. Okay, so I will say handle form submit method. Okay, handle form submit method. So let us write this method. So whenever you are writing the submit method, it will not work by default, ma. You need to say type is equal to submit for save button. Type is equal to submit. Okay, now go to component and what is the method I want to write it? So submit. Okay, like this. Okay, for testing purpose, what I want to do, I want to pass the hard coded data. I want to pass a hard coded data. Okay, so we will create one model and we'll pass the hard coded data for now. Okay, so what is the model I want to pass it, ma? Company model. So do you know how to create one variable company model? I will say company and what type it is a company model. Okay, like this. Okay, so so I will say company. So here, always whenever you are writing your variable names, write in a small letter. Okay, you can write a company or company model, anything is fine, ma. Okay, so always not required. This is not required with the exact name. You can keep any name here. Okay, company or company model, anything. Okay, so and now I created one object, right? This is not an object. This is just a variable. Now I need to create an object for this one. Okay, so what I will do, I'll go to ng on init and I'm going to write a this dot company model is equal to this dot company model is equal to how to create object, ma? New company model. So new company, this is what we will do it, right? Okay, now we created, but I want to update the data inside the company model. How many variables I have it? 4, right? Now how to assign a variable name, ma? Do you know how to do it? Company model data company name is equal to so Trinits. For now I will say xyz. Okay, okay, that is okay. And like this, pass all the data, ma. Company model data logo is equal to okay, sorry, I'm writing this one, this is wrong. Okay, so let us write. So how many variables I want to write it? So I will say website. Okay, and phone number Okay, and what is the logo? Okay, and ID is there, right? If ID is not there, I'm going to write a ID property and type is equal to number. Okay, this is okay. Let us keep it. And here, uh, let us write this one. So for now, ID I'm not going to keep anything. So I have declared four properties, right? I'll say website is equal to xyz, xyz.com. Okay, and phone number is 112233 something. Okay, and the logo is a xyz.jpg file. Okay, so now I have, so first step is I'm going to, for only sample test only, I'm created a one instance variable and I'm passing all the data. Okay, I'm passing all the data. Okay, that is fine. Now I want to emit, right? So how to emit ma, this data company emitter data emit method. Okay, this data company emitter data emit method. So here what is the model where I am having all the data inside the company model. So I will pass the company model. Okay, this data company model like this. Okay, clear. Now I need to catch this event in the parent, right? Then only I will handle the data. Okay, go to parent. How to do it? Tell me this time. You need to tell it. Okay. What is my event name? On company. Correct, right? And write a method. Handle. I'll say. Okay. Handle form submit. I'll say handle form submit. Okay. And I'll say handle form cancel. I'll say cancel. Okay, I'm going to write a, and I need to have a dollar event. Why dollar event is required now? I want to get the data, whatever child is passing, I want to get the data. Okay, let us write this one. Okay, go to our TS component. Okay, okay, in the top, I'm going to write a cancel. So for cancel, I have written one method, submit, I have written method. Okay, so let us print in the console, console data log off. What I need to do? I will say event. Okay, event is nothing but now what is the model company model, correct, right? File, save all. Now I'm going to save in all the files. If there is any error, it will show it. No error, correct, right? So and I will click on add company. And now what I want to do, I want to see the console.log. Okay, so go to your console. Okay, and click on save. See, my company model, whatever the data I'm passing it, it is coming to the parent, right? Now that means that whatever I am storing in the child, automatically it is coming into the parent. So now what is the annotation we have used at the output? And what is another thing we have used? Event emitter also. Okay, in interview they have asked you tell me what are the steps they want to do it. Okay, you need to tell not like event emitter, not like this. Okay, first step we need to add the event emitter. Second, on click we need to write one method. Third step, event emitter data emit method. Fourth step, go to parent and handle the catch the event. Right, we'll write a bracket and whatever the method name, we'll write it. Okay, like this we need to go by step by step. Okay, now we have done, right? So now we are hard coding this data. Now what I want to do, I want to add this data to the bottom. I want to add this bottom to the bottom, right? So let us try to do this, Okay, let us try to do this. So I'll click on cancel. So form is coming. Okay, so how to add this to the bottom? Very simple, right? This data, company's data, push method. Okay, this data, company's data, push method. So if I'm writing like this, so automatically it will add, right? So let us save here, file, save all. Okay, let us see here. Okay, add company and save. Okay, see, automatically it is doing, right? After one form is done submitted, I want to close this form. Okay, I'll click on save. Once this form is saved, I want to close this dialog. Okay, now tell me what I can do, I can simply go after the form is done. I can simply say this data display form is equal to false. False means what? Dialog will close. Okay, save it and let us see here again. Okay, I click on save. So automatically saved and data is coming, correct, right? Okay, now here we have hard coded data or real data is coming, hard coded data, correct, right? Now we have done a simple steps only. Now we want to go to the detail. What is my company name, mobile number, phone number, and these things is there, right? So let us go to our now real things. Do you know how to add a two-way binding, Do you know how to add a two-way binding, How to add a two-way binding using how do you do it, Tell me. NG model, right? Okay, so now here how many variables I have it in the add company, how many variables I am having it, so many variables I am having it, right? So click on add, company name, mobile number, address, landmark, 4 5 6 7 8 9 is there, correct, right? For each one input box we want one variable, right? So correct, right? For username and password, what you have done now, you have created two variables, right? For username one variable, password one variable. Now tell me how many variables I need to create it here, ma? 9, right? Okay, whenever you are going to write like this, don't go for each individual one, don't write like a 9 variables. Instead of writing 9 variables, we have all these things in our model, right? What is in the which model it is already available? Company model, correct, right? Now I am going to use the company model object for the two-way binding. Okay, okay, so I'll go to my ts file. Okay, I'll go to my ts file and see what is my company model object name here, what is my variable name, company model. What is variable name? Company model. I will copy this name and go to my add component. Okay. I'll go. Okay. Here this input box is there, right? I'll say how will you write it to a binding? Okay. Write like this. Okay. Ng model. Okay. Ng model. So ng model is equal to. Okay. Let me remove this one. Automatically displaying it. Okay. Ng model. Okay. Ng model. So okay. Let me write. Okay. So now what is the variable name I want to keep it, ma? Company model. Don't write company model inside the company model. Which property I want to link it? Company name, correct, right? So don't write like this. I will say company name. Okay, now we need to say which property I want to link it like this, not directly company model. Okay, now this is okay. Now I will go to the second property. What is this mobile number, ma? Where I want to link it, ma? Tell me. Which property? Phone number. Phone number, right? Okay. And again, I will go to third one. The address is there, right? Do I have any address property, ma? No. For now, I will skip it. Okay. If I want to work on it, I will go to model and I will add one property. Okay. That is okay. And landmark, I will remove it. Logo, I will go to the logo property and add it. Okay. But this is for only demo. Okay. Now tell me what I need to do here. Logo. Okay. Logo. And we have another property, right? What is another property, ma? Website, right? Where is this website, ma? This is not website address. Okay. Website address. Now tell me what I need to do here. I will say website, website something. Okay. Now I have added two a binding, right? Everything is done, right? Okay. I'm going to file, save all, and reload, ma. Okay. So let us see. Now this magic will come. Okay. See what magic is coming. Either I did not save all the files, save all, okay, and now still is not coming. There is an error definitely, okay. Go to error and say console, okay. What it is saying, ma? Set attribute. So whenever we are using ng model, name attribute is mandatory or not? Mandatory. Otherwise, this will not work out. See, it is saying a name is not required. Okay, it is saying the error. After the error, what I will do? I will go and fix the error. Okay, and now tell me what I need to. Wherever I am using ng model, I will say, tell me name is equal to what is this name? Company name. I'll just add a my property name. Again, I will add it here. Okay, what is my variable name here? Phone number. Okay, that is okay. And again, I will copy in the these two places wherever I have used ng model. So whenever you are using ng model, what property is mandatory? Name property is a mandatory. Okay. Okay, I'll write like this. Okay. File, save all. Okay. Simple step. Okay. Now I have done this one. Okay. I'll click on add company. And again, it is saying ng model. There's a bracket is missing. Okay. Where in the which line? It is in the some bracket is missing. Ng model is not a type here. Okay. So see here. Here the problem is I'm doing all typing mistake. Okay. So I think you guys also will do the same mistake. So let us do it here. Okay. Now I have fixed it. Okay. So I'm reading the error and I'm doing the things. Okay. I'm not doing the blindly, right? Now this time it is okay, right? Okay. Now this time it is okay. Print, right? So see here by default XYZ is coming, right? Why it is coming XYZ? Because we have hard coded, right? So I will go and remove that hard coded value. Okay, I'm going to remove the hard coded. How can I remove it, ma? Simply delete this. That's all, right? But you keep this line, ma. This is very, very important. Okay. So let us save it and let us reload the page. Okay. Now by default it is coming, right? Sometimes what will happen is you will miss this line, ma. Okay. In on in it, you will not write like you will declare this variable and you will not write this line. Okay. And I'm going to save this one and let us see. Okay. And I'll say like this. And if you go to console, and there will be n number of errors, ma. What is error is saying? Cannot read properties of undefined. What it is saying? Cannot read properties of a undefined. What property name it is saying? Company name. This means that okay, your company name. I'm creating one variable, right? If I am not assigning any value, what is the default value? Undefined. Undefined, right? Undefined means nothing is there. But in the HTML, what we are trying to do? You are trying to get the undefined data company name. Already first value itself undefined. You are getting company name from that. Okay. Then what will happen? You are going to get this error. Okay. So please remember this error whenever you are saying cannot read properties of undefined. That means that you are reading the value on a undefined object. So you need to create a object. Okay. Now what I will do? I'll go to my ng on init method and I'm going to create a object like this. Okay. Now I am creating an object. Now let us see the output. Okay. Add company. So no error, right? This is working. Okay. Let us see the original magic here now. Okay. I enter the name. Suppose I want to enter my company name is a Trinits Technologies. Okay. My website, my mobile number is 11223344 and address, because address all these things are not required for me because I not write it, right? Okay. www.trinits.com. Okay. And my logo is a trinits.jpg. Okay. Now see, save all. See the data is coming, marked data or original data is coming. Original data is coming, right? So automatically now what we have done, first we created one variable and we have written a two-way binding. How will you write a two-way binding, using the ng model? Whenever you're using ng model, what will happen? We need to use the name attribute, mandatory. Okay. I have shown all the possible errors, same errors you are going to get it. Okay. You need to be smart. Based on the error you need to change the code. Okay. That is okay. One after that, what I'm saying, I'm passing it. Once I'm passing it, I need to add it to the array in the parent, right? So that is also we have done. Okay. Now I want to delete this one. I'll delete it. Okay. Delete it. And I will click on company. So automatically data gone. Okay. This is okay. Suppose what I want to do, I want to edit this company. I want to edit this company. Okay. So whenever I'm clicking edit, I want to open the dialog box. All these values I want to print it over there. Okay. But this is not in the same file, different file, right? Now tell me, I want to pass my data from the parent to child. How will you pass the parent to child, using the at input. Okay. So first step is go to your child component and write a one at input variable. Okay. So already I have one variable name company, right? So I'm going to write a at input variable for this one. Okay. So because I want to write a at input variable on the company. Okay. Like this. Okay. So now first step I have done the at input. Now because I want company details only, I don't need to write another variable because already one variable is there, right? Simply I will add a at input. Now at input is done, right? So whenever I'm adding attribute variable from parent, I need to pass the data, right? So how will I pass it, Simply write a array symbol. How to do it? Company model. Okay, company model. I need to pass the object, right? So because I don't have a object, so that reason what I will do, I'll go to my TS file. Okay, I'll go to my TS file. Okay, and I'll write a one simple model here. Okay, simple model here. I'll say company model. Okay, company model, and I'll say what is the type model, this one, company model. Okay, for now. So and I will use the same variable name and go to my here, and I'll say, so right side whatever the value it is from where we available, parent component, and whatever the name we are using the left side, what is this where available, child component. Okay, so if your child component name is okay, if your child component name is add something company model in the parent also, what you should write it, company model only. Okay, for input also we can go for alias names. You know what is alias, right? Alias is like a shortcut name. Okay, I'll go here. I don't want to type company model very long names, sir, but whenever I'm passing, I want to pass a short name. I will say company. Okay, so what is my alias name, company, correct, right? So go to your parent. Whenever you are passing data from parent, what name I should use it? Alias name. Okay, come here. So on right side, what is the name available? Company model. This is available in my TS code. This is available here. Okay. Now file save all. Okay, file save all. Let us see here, Okay. Now whenever I want to for edit, I want button, right? Okay. Write one button, Do you know how to write one button, Now you need to tell me the code where I need to write a button, Okay, I'll go and write inside the last TD. Okay, so write one button, simple. Okay, okay, I'll say edit, Okay, edit. Okay, and I'll say button, primary. Okay, and I want the border PS and all these things here. Okay, PS starting to ending to. Okay, and I'm going to remove this one. We'll add it. Okay, so let us see. I have added a button. Okay, now I'm clicking the button. Now if I want to do something, now what I need to do? I need to write a on click event, right? Tell me how to do it, ma. Okay, click event. Okay, I need to say what method I should write it. Edit company, not the delete. I want to write edit, right? I will say edit company. Okay, company. Okay, so whenever you are writing any method name, write with the small ma, and but after the later words you can write in the camel case. Okay, don't start with the capital. Okay, I will say this one. But whenever I'm editing it, I need to know which row I'm editing, right? So that is the reason I want to write a I here. Why I'm taking I, you understood, right? Because if I don't know which I'm going to edit, then who I am going to edit, I cannot do it, right? So that is the reason I'm going to take a I here. Okay, I'm copying this name. Now tell me where I need to write method, in the parent or child. I'm writing my button in the parent, then my code also should be there in the parent only. Some people are coming to me, sir, I'm writing my button in the parent. Now should I need to write in parent or child? It is useless question. Okay, wherever your button is there, you need to write in that class only, not in the child, not in some other class. Where your button is there, parent, you now where your method should write in the parent only. Okay, and now tell me, go to parent. What is my parent component? Parent component. Okay, let us go here, and I'm going to write a delete component. Okay, so here I will say instead of I can keep any name, right? So I will keep a index. This is not a rule, I can keep I also, but for only meaningful purpose, what I will do, index. Okay, now okay, this is okay. Okay, now first step, what I want to do, whenever I'm clicking edit, I want to open the form, right? Let us open the form. How to open a form? Anybody know how to do it? This data display form is equal to true. Correct, right? Automatically this will happen. Okay, file save all. Okay, file save all. Let us try to do it, ma. See, form came. That is okay. Now what is the second step I want to do it, ma? Whenever I'm clicking edit, I want to pass this data to the child. I want to pass the data to the child. Correct, right? So that is the reason what I want to do. What is my index, ma? Here first I need to get which row I'm editing it. Okay, I will say this data companies of index. Okay, companies of index. So if I'm saying companies dot index, this is the model I'm going to edit it, right? So that is the reason, now I got which model I'm editing. Okay, so and I have another one variable I have created, right? What is the variable I have created, ma? This data company model. Okay, I'll keep like this. Okay, and what it is happening, ma? It is saying id is missing here. Okay, and there is one error it is showing, ma. Okay, what is error it is showing whenever I'm saying it? Id property is missing. Where in id property is missing, ma? In all the variables id is missing. Correct, right? So it will show error like this whenever we are doing. So that is the reason I'll go to my component in the model. I will put a question mark here, ma. Before colon I will put a question mark. Question mark means optional. Question mark means optional. Okay, whenever it is required only we'll add it. Until that, don't add it all the question mark. Okay, now I no need to pass id in all the places. That is the reason I'm going to add a question mark. Okay, and now I'll go here. See, is there any error? Now it is showing in the no, right? Okay, now what is the first step I'm doing it? I'm opening a okay, I'm what variable I'm editing it, I'm getting it, and I'm storing in a variable. What variable I'm using it, ma? Company model. And this variable already I'm passing it to the child, right? If you go to the child component, already I'm passing this data to the child component. That means that whatever the data I'm clicking it, I am passing that data to the child. Automatically child will get that data. Okay, now file save all. Okay, let us open the code. Okay, add company. Now this is coming. Okay, add company means by default I don't have any data, right? So that is the reason it is showing like this. Okay, that is okay, that is okay. Now I'll click on edit. See, why my edit data is not coming, ma? See, I'm clicking the see, I will click on edit again. Why my data is not coming, ma? Okay, this is problem with the child component. Okay, if you go to your child component, here we have written one line, ma. What line we are writing, ma? Company model is equal to new company model. New company model means what will happen? All our data will loss. Correct, right? For only sample sake, I will comment this one. Okay, and I'll save this one, and let us see here. Okay, let us reload this page. Okay, let me click here. See, data is coming or not? But if I am keeping, now there is another problem. I will click on add company. So if I am clicking add company, there is another problem it's coming. Okay, so that is the reason here we need to write a if condition. Okay, what is if condition means? Suppose if this company model is null, then only you create the object. Okay, if this company model is null, then only we create a object. We'll say company model and we will write this inside this one. Okay, so and we'll write a not symbol. Not symbol means if this is a null only, we'll write it. If this not symbol means null only, we'll write it. Okay, file save all. Okay, file save all. So let us try to do it. Okay, so let us reload the page. Now edit. Now I got the data right. Okay, cancel. Edit this data. Ah, okay, this data is there. Okay, now click on edit. This data automatically populating, right? Okay, cancel. Now we click on add company. Whenever I'm click on add company, it should come with a fresh, right? Why it is showing all like this? There is a problem, right? So that is the reason whenever I'm clicking add company, I should okay, what I have to do, I have to go to add company. What you are trying to do, let us see there. Okay, in add company, what we are trying to do, we are calling a method. Okay, go to that method. Let us go to that method. What we are saying, a display is equal to form, right? So here we need to say this dot company model is equal to new company model. Otherwise we can say this dot company model is equal to null, some simply null, because when in edit only we have to say send the data. In add case we no need to send the data. See, now it is empty. Let us click on edit. We have the data and cancel again. See, empty data, right? So that means now that case also working, right? So everything is working, but there will be main problem right now only. Okay, so let us click on add company and save some data. Okay, Trinits Technologies phone number is something. Okay, and website address is you can do something some. Okay, trinitstech.com and logo is a trinits.jpg, and we'll enter the 11223344 or something like. Okay, and click on save. Now this data is coming automatically here. Okay, now I want to edit this data. Okay, click on edit. I don't, my phone number is wrong, I want to edit my phone number. Okay, so my phone number is like a 94. Okay, 91911122 something like this is my phone number. Okay, now I want to save it. Please see the output here. What is happening? It is getting updated or it is getting again see the two entries. Edit means what? Edit means what? It should update the data. But what is happening here? What is happening here? It is adding another row, right? So that means that we need to have a one problem, right? What problem we are having it? If we are going to add it, always push method what it will do, push method what it will do, always it will add it in the bottom, correct, right? Okay, go to your form submit method. What we are coding, we are writing here, push method. Push method means what we are trying to do, always we are adding it. Boss, we should not add it always. Only whenever entering first add click button, then only we want to add it. If I am going to edit it, what I need to do? I need to replace it. Okay. Now I need to write a code like this is add or edit. Okay. I will say if. Okay. What is the condition? I will say uh, simply what I can say, whenever I want to edit. I can write in a multiple ways. Okay. So go to here. Whenever we are clicking edit button, we have index, right? Let us store this index in the one variable. Let us store this index in the one variable, so that we are using that index we will play it. Okay, I will say selected index. Selected index is okay is equal to number. Okay, number so not is equal to number colon number. Okay, colon number. Okay, by default this is okay, and I will declare with a -1 by default, because array values will start with 0, right? If I am writing 0, it will think like 0 element we are editing it. Okay, and, and now what I will do, whenever I am clicking edit, I'll go here. I'm going to write a this dot selected index is equal to index. Okay, now whatever the value I'm getting from here, I'm storing in a one variable. Okay, one variable. So I'll tell you what is this variable. Okay, and another thing is, whenever we are clicking add company, whenever we are clicking add company means freshly we are going to do it, right? So in that case, I am going to do this as a -1. Okay, so let us do it. And so, and our logic is here. Suppose if our selected this data selected index is greater than or 0, greater than are equal to 0. Then what I need to do, my editor save. Already index is there, that means already we are going to edit it. If my index is else case, so here if my index is greater than 0, that means I'm editing it. If my index is less than 0, that means I'm adding it. Now in the edit case, what I have to do, ma? I'll go here. Okay, how to edit particular object, ma? Companies of what is my index? This data selected index, okay, is equal to event. This is like I'm going to replace my object. If it is available, I'm going to replace my object. If it is not available, I'm going to replace with the this one. Okay, format or format object. Do you know how to clone an object, ma? How to clone an object? Object data assign, what will do, open bracket, and I will say event. What this will do, this will clone a object. Okay, this will clone a object. Okay, so that is fine, but for now I am not going to do this one. Simply I'm going to write a event. Okay, file, save all. Okay, so this should fix our problem. Okay, so now I have like this. Okay, click on add company. So by default add is there. Okay, so let us click on cancel. Okay, now I want to edit this text. Okay, click on edit. I want to change this one to the 100 to the something 2 3 4 5 something. Okay, whenever I'm click on say, what should happen, ma? See, this text is getting, it is not added a new row. It is not added a new row. How we are adding, avoiding that mistake, must see here. If my selected index, what is my selected index here? In this case, it will be 3, because 3, right? 3 is greater than 0 or not? True. Whenever it is true, what I'm trying to do here, I'm just replacing the object. I'm not adding it. If you are adding again, push, what will happen? Another thing will add into the row. Okay, now that is okay. Now I'll click on add company. Okay, let us enter the values, ma. Okay, my vendor mobile number is something. Okay, my website address is a Trinits Tech. Okay, trinitstech.com logo is a okay. Click on save. So whenever add is working, and edit letter, let us change it to the 2 3 4 something. I'm going to save it. So edit is also working, correct, right? So add is working, edit is working, all things are working, right? Now tell me how I am sharing data between parent to child, ma? How I am sharing data parent to child? Using a at input. How I am sharing child to parent? Using a at output. At output, correct, right? So like this I have done the things. Okay, everyone is clear so far, right? So now we have hard coded all this data, right? Sir, we don't want to hard code this data. I want to save this data to the back end. I want to save this data to the back end. Okay, so do you know what is the fetch method will do, right? In JavaScript we have done the fetch method, right? We can use the fetch method, or we can use the anything, we can use it. Okay, so for now, for only for today purpose, I am going to write a fetch method. Okay, only for today purpose, and I'm going to write a fetch method. But in Angular, we are going to write in a different way. Okay, okay. So do you know how to write a promise, right? Do you know, anybody know what is a promise, ma? We'll get it right. Okay, so go here and write the fetch method. So okay, uh, whenever we want to write a fetch method, write one method, ma. Just write one simple method. Okay, so I'll say load companies. Okay, load companies. Okay, okay, load companies. I'm going to do like this. Okay, so this method I have to write inside the here. Okay, so here I am right. Okay, so okay, so whenever we are going to write anything, any promises, we are going to write a async you do not write. Okay, so first I want to fetch the data from the back end. Okay, so what is the method I can use it, ma? Fetch. Okay, and fetch method will take URL, right? What is the URL I want to take it, ma? Go to our postman. Okay, I don't know that. Okay, I'll go to my Trinits Tech and Swagger URL. I will go it. Okay, go to Swagger, and what's the detail I wanted? Company details, right? So there is a companies. Let me click try out, and there is a execute, and so that I will get the data here. Okay, so come down, come down, come down. So there is a URL, right? What is the URL I'm having it, ma? Okay, so this is my URL. Okay, copy it, go to Google and see it. Data is coming, right? Now I want to copy this data. Okay, so go here, this is my URL. Okay, okay, now what this will return, ma? What this will return? It will return the promise object. Okay, I'll say company's promise object, correct, right? Okay, and I want to get the data from promise. What I can do, what I can do, ma? I can we can go for an await, right? Okay, let us write the data is equal to await. Okay, company's data we have used then for okay, what are the other things we have to do it ma? So let us print the console data log of data. Okay, let us see whether data is coming or not. Okay, I will call this method from the on init ma. We have one method, right? Ng on init, right? Go there and I will call this method from the on init. Okay, how will you call it ma? This data on road company. Okay, file save all. Let us see the okay, let us see the output ma. Let us go to control 3. Okay, let us go to console and see the console. Okay, so by default, okay, let me go to another component and come back here. See what is the data I'm getting ma? I am having one data, that means our website call is gone, right? But here we are getting the data. Okay, so to do this, once we get the here, anybody remember we need to call a JSON, correct, right? What is the JSON? Okay, let's see. Okay, not this one. I'll say uh, so wait here. I'll say promise. Okay, what is the response I'm having it? This one, and here we need to say dot JSON. Okay, no, we'll say simply we need to say here. Let us go with the step by step. Don't company's promise dot then. Okay, now I need to say no, don't then. There is a JSON dot JSON. Something wrong here. Let me just check the example. Okay, fetch method in JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. Okay, there is only a simple there is a fetch. We need to use it. You need to use a dot then and wait. So JSON. Okay, JSON is a method Okay, this is the problem I'm writing it. I have to use like this. Okay, let me see here. Okay, promise. It is written a promise. First, let us wait. Wait. Right. Companies form dot JSON. Okay, see, we got the data, right? All the data we got it. Okay, so what is the data I'm getting? See here ma, ID, company name, same things will be there. Okay, here the property we are having it. Okay, so we have address 1, address 2, company name, created date, ID, landmark, logo, and all these things is there, right? Okay, we have, now we want to display this data in my table. Okay, I want to display this data in my table. Okay, this is the reason now we have to sync with our my backend. Okay, we have created one model, right? Our own. So now my model name is different, this backend name is different. See, my backend name is using a mobile number, but what model we are using it ma, phone number, right? So that is the difference, right? So that is the reason whatever backend is using, use the same variable. So let us create our model with the same name. ID we are matching it, logo name here, and what is in my model? It is there ma. Go to my model, I'm going to fix in my model. Okay, go to model and I'll say logo name. Okay, let us go to logo name. Okay, that's fine. And okay, this is okay. And go to second property mobile number. Okay, I go here and instead of phone number, I'm going to write a mobile number. Okay, and what is the property whatever the properties is there, right? I'm going to copy every property. Okay, address 1, let us write it fast. Okay, I'll say address 1, I'll say address 2, Okay, address line 2, and the company name is there. Already I have written company name, right? Company name already is there. Created date. Okay, so I'm going to write a created date. Okay, that's fine. What is the next property? ID is there. Landmark. Okay, I want the landmark. Okay, and what is the next property? Ma logo already done, mobile done, and pin code. Okay, pin code. Okay, and pin code is done. Next, state is there and town is there. Okay, so state is there and the next town is there. Okay, town is there. Okay, so here if I'm going to save this page, in all the we are going to get an error only. Why we are getting error only? We want to pass the all the data, right? Okay, let us fix the error, not a problem. Okay, file, save all. Okay, I'm going to save it, and if I'm going to open my all the page, error is coming, right? Why ma? Because in all the places I'm using a phone number, but I should change it to the mobile number. Let us see here. Okay, I'm going to do like this ma. What is the error? It is showing it a phone number. Okay, go here and search it here. Okay, phone number, wherever phone number is there, I'm going to replace it. Okay, replace with what property? I should replace it ma. I should replace with the mobile number. Replace all. Okay, plus levels. Okay, now I have done it. Okay, okay, that is one. File, save. Okay, now I have done it. And what is the next one ma? Logo is there. Okay, it is showing on the logo property. Let us change it to the logo ma. Okay, wherever logo is there, I want to change it to the what name? Logo name. Okay, I will say logo name. Okay, okay, here I want to change it. Okay, let us change this one. Anywhere it will do. Logo name dot roach. Okay, so let us try to do this. Replace, 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 replace. One second, this replacing is taking some problem here. Company model dot logo name, file save all. Let us reload. And what is the last error ma? It is saying this model is all are missing. Okay, from which where it is showing error? Line number 75, companies data ts file. Okay, go to companies.ts file, line number 71. Where is this line number 71 here? Okay, companies.ts line number 75 and fifth line. Okay, here whenever I'm saying like this, it is showing an error, right? Okay, this dot company model, I'm having it. Okay, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove all these entries. Okay, because I don't want this entries itself. I'll load it from the backend. Okay, file save all error gone, right? All error gone, but no nothing entry is there. Okay, now you see in the console you have all the data, correct, right? Once you load the data, you set this data to the this variable. What is my variable name? If you go to the last, go to the fetch method. Okay, go to the fetch method. What is my array name here? What is my array name here? This data companies, right? Companies is equal to, you know how to write a data copy, right? Set data. Okay, let us save it. Okay, see automatically how many companies it is created, but why this data is coming not coming ma? Because I'm writing a wrong variable name. Go here and go to fix the what is my variable name here? Phone number. Okay, my variable name is a phone number and the logo name is a logo name and website is a what is the website? Let us reload. Okay, you can check in the website. What is the website ma? Do you have any website URL here? Okay, there is no website ma. Okay, so let us save here. See, Trinits JB's game and phone number is coming null because in all the places I have a phone number is a null value only. If I in the backend, if it is there, automatically it will display here. Okay, so now what we have done, we have done the website link. What instead of website link, what I want to do, I want to add another property. Okay, go to our model. Go to my model. I'll say company name and logo name, website address. There is a website, but there is no website in the there, right? Okay, I'll go to, instead of going website, I will say address one. I'll go to address one, and I'm going to address one. Print it. Okay. So now I got the data. Correct, right? So first thing I have removed the hard coding. Second thing what I have done the two-way waiting and all those things. Done, right? So today what you have to do, you have to complete the thing and go to employee, and you need to remove this hard coding value and do the same thing. Whenever you are clicking employee, you open this form and do this. Okay. And I want the validations, right? Like what is like some slight animation I want it. Okay. So there is a property called okay. So animation in CSS. So there is a property, okay. You can add it. I don't want this one. Transitions, okay. You can go here. Okay, let me go to my CSS properties. Okay. Okay, I sidebar. Okay, go to our project. Go to companies and click. Okay, by default, it is coming like this. So width is equal transition, and transition width is equal to something. Let me go here. Let me copy something. Is there any difference we are seeing it, ma? What is the difference we are seeing it? Okay, I don't want linear. Go to some other style. There is a CSS style. Some you can apply these styles here, ma, CSS style. Okay, so automatically slowly it will open and it will close it. So that one you can do it. Okay, and try to make this in the center, not in the like this. Just move the center. That's all. Okay, so yeah, I will remove this button in the top. This button is only for adding the demo purpose only I have added. Okay, now we should not write any button in the parent class. Only from the child only we should close this one. Top and write the close button. Where is this close? So this is what you should have it. Okay. Okay, now we are getting real data, right? Tomorrow, what we are going to do, whenever we are going to create company, we will save in the backend also. Today, now we are only fetching it, edit and it backend will not update. So tomorrow we are going to do the backend code. Okay, okay. I'll stop the recording.